Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer to do another live stream. You can start sending in your questions whenever you're ready. So like usual, I'm going to go in order, one question per person. Unless you super chat, then you get to jump the line. And if we can keep the super chats one question per super chat, and if you can put the question in the super chat so that I don't have to go searching for it, that would be really helpful. Okay. Honey, when will communication pick up with the water sign? Okay. When is the water sign communication going to pick up? Three days, 3 weeks, 3 months, the month of March, or this summer? I think in 3 weeks you're going to start to see some communication picking up. That's what I'm thinking. Benita, with what intention will Christopher message me before the 26th? I think he's going to send something simple. Something simple like I'm just checking in, or hey, how's it going? I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. I think he's going to just be checking in. TD, how is Nabil feeling about me? Okay. Feels like you're a stable person. You know, when I say that, I always laugh because it's like, oh, what a compliment. But a lot of times you hear guys say things like, oh, she's crazy. Well, that's not what he would say about you. He would say that you're stable and you're down to earth. I don't buy that she's crazy bullshit anyway, just so you know. The Justice card is here, which means either it could be a karmic thing that's going to happen between you and him, or it could be the way he sees you. Somebody who's balanced, fair, even-keeled, loving, patient, and somebody who's got a big heart. Ashley, do I have a spirit attachment? Okay, let's see. I think so. Now, people that usually have lower vibrational entities attached to them are usually people that do things like, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, it's totally fine, but people that drink a lot or people that do things that lower their vibration, they say that negative entities tend to hang out around bars a lot. But what you can do to get rid of them is saltwater baths. Bathe with salt water. You can also put a bowl of salt water underneath your bed and sprinkle it around the corners or the perimeter of where you live or your bedroom to help remove anything that could be negative. Mimi wants a general love reading. Okay. Well, you have an offering of love coming in, but you're also going to have choices. So it's going to be more than one person that shows up. And you may have to take a leap of faith or spin the wheel of fortune here. Your life is going to move forward really quickly coming up. Leaving in the past what doesn't work and moving forward with somebody who is financially stable. They could be an Aquarius. You may have to make a serious decision because you're going to have a couple of people working hard for your attention. And your wish comes true. So put it out there into the universe. But I think you're going to have choices. I don't think it's just one person showing up. It could be the Aquarius. You may choose the Aquarius, but you're going to have choices. Which is good. Valentina, will the Pisces offer a commitment? Okay. Yeah. They're going to offer a commitment, but one of you is going to have to walk away from somebody else or something else. So I'm not sure what this is. It could be the kind of thing where I'll commit to you if you stop drinking, or I'll commit to you if you, or they could come in and say something like, I'm committing to you, I'm getting rid of all other opportunities. It's leaving something in the past behind. One of you is going to have to. Okay, Danielle, does Paul want to come forward with more communication? All right, let's have a look. I gotta shuffle these just 1 second. Yes, this is what's gonna happen. He comes forward with communication. It pauses, it slows down, it comes forward again. So if he comes forward and things are going really well and then he backs up, or there's a moment in time, a couple of weeks where he's a little silent, don't worry about it because he's going to come forward again. Alicia wants a general love reading. Okay. Got a Virgo here. You have a Virgo coming in here who's going to be prepared to move forward, brings balance to your life, treats you like a goddess, and you're going to feel victorious. Now, you know when the Empress shows up, always be careful if you don't want children, because it is the card of birth or conception of a child. But it also could be that this Virgo shows up and treats you like, like you're a princess. Martha, is the Gemini logging on frequently to check me? And if so, why? Okay, let's see. Yes. Yeah, he's definitely checking in on you. He wants to know what's going on, and he's going to either be contacting you soon, or somehow like he's watching what's going on, and he's going to either come forward in some sort of fashion. There's going to be communication happening here somewhere. He wants to know what's going on. Yeah, this guy, I think he feels bad and he wants to come forward, but he wants the timing to be right. So he's checking things. Craig, does Lesbit from work like me romantically? Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yeah. She definitely has a crush on you. Where was I? Afia, how will my parents feel about Linford and I being together? Okay. Well, I think they may have some minor concerns, but overall, I think they're going to be fine with it. The Hierophant is here, which would be a spiritual connection. The Soulmate card is here, which would mean that they know there's a soulmate connection here, or they feel like he's got a good soul. There's a connection here. He comes in out of the blue. They may feel like they're a little bit nervous. I don't know what went on between you and him in the past, or if nothing did, but they just may be concerned for your own well-being because that's how parents are. But I think overall they'll be fine with it. The happy home is here. So I don't think it's going to be something that they're going to be protesting for any reason. All right. Jessica A, will things start to progress with the better with the Pisces? Okay, let's see. But will we start to have some forward movement? All right. Happening here with the Pisces. Yeah, it looks like between now and the end of the year, things really start to pick up. Jonathan, when will my next love come to me? Okay, timing question. The Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades, this card in general would be a transformation of some type. But if we're asking about timing, it would be the first of any month. Or the spades would be before the end of the fall. So the end of the fall would be December 21st. You could meet somebody between now and then. Being that the card is the Ace of Spades, it could also be that it's going to take some time for the relationship to transform. So say, for example, you meet somebody tomorrow. You may just be friends for a while and it takes time for it to turn into something. But generally speaking, there's a 1 around it. So the first of any month, first of the year, or with the spades, it would be before the end of the fall. Malika, will I get through with the job at Unit Trust Fund Management? Will I get through with the job? Okay. Is it a new job? All right, let's see. Are we going to get this job at the financial department? It looks like this job could be a step. Like there's the death card here, which would be a transformation. So I don't think if you get this job in this department, I don't think that you stay there. I think that you move forward pretty quickly and it transforms. So it may be some where you're entering, but it's not where you're going to be. It's not where you're going to end up. Lila Lee, are the sudden feeling swings related to him? Can we feel each other's energy? Yes. Okay. So here's what happens. He puts out thoughts, you put out thoughts, and you're both picking up each other's thoughts. And then what happens is, all right, so say for example, let me just give you random stories. Susie is mad at Bob. She's mad at Bob and she's running through a whole list of things in her mind that she hates about Bob. At the same time, Bob is feeling Susie's mad at him. And then he's going over in his head, well, I've been a jerk and I never called her back. And I promised her I would paint her house, whatever. And it goes out into the universe. So, yes, you do pick up on each other's. And the stronger the vibration, the more you're harping on it. So, if he is like the kind of person that would spend a lot of time analyzing it and thinking about it, the stronger it goes out into the universe, the stronger you pick up on it. So if you're thinking about somebody, you can't get them out of your mind, chances are it's because they're thinking about you too. So for me, what I would suggest is trying to get to the bottom of it without all the thoughts, because we drive ourselves crazy. Well, maybe I should call. Maybe I shouldn't call. Maybe he doesn't want to hear from me. Well, if he doesn't pick up the phone when I call, maybe it's because he hates me. All this shit goes out into the universe, and then we have a whole nightmare of a scenario that gets reflected back at us. Like, I was just on YouTube the other day going through my news feed, and some guy popped up with if he ignores you, there's only 2 reasons why. Okay, now look, I'm not saying that a love coach can't help anyone. I didn't watch the video, I just saw that was the title. But how could there be only 2 reasons why somebody is ignoring you? Oh, they either hate you or they're mad at you? I mean, what happens if they dropped their phone in the toilet and that's why they didn't answer you? What happens if they're working in a place that has no service and that's why they didn't answer you? Like, how could you possibly make a general statement when there are so many reasons why somebody didn't answer you? So my thing here is that if you're picking up all sorts of stuff, and especially if it's affecting you physically, which it will, it can make you throw up, it can make you nauseous, it's because the other person is thinking about you too. So I would reach out to the person when you can, but I would do it when you have a clear head and that when you're not negative about the situation. So if you're feeling like, I'm not going to fucking text him because he's an asshole, this, that, and the next thing, don't do it then. Wait until you've either meditated or you woke up with a good feeling, or you were in a good mood, and then do it. Because, yeah, you can definitely drive yourself physically ill. Definitely. And you know what they even say too, and I've had this happen, you might even smell the person. Like, if there's a scent that you associate with that person, you may even smell them. And then, like, that would be another indication that they're thinking about you. Or you could, like, be walking down the street and feel like you just saw somebody and you're like, oh, I just thought that was him. All right, where am I? Brooklyn. Oh, welcome back. Thank you. Has the Pisces gotten rid of any third parties, and will he offer me a commitment after Mercury goes direct? Okay, let's see. Is there a commitment coming in? He's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it. I'm going to say it may not happen right as Mercury goes direct. It may not even happen until the beginning of the year, but there's more coming. So he may have, like you said, third parties to sort out. Let him get through all that garbage, because we don't want him to break up or get rid of anybody under Mercury retrograde unless they've already broken up before. So if he's never broken up with this person, we want to wait for Mercury to go direct, let him get rid of the person, and then come forward. And I think that you're going to have much more stability and much more progress happening towards the end of the year and in the beginning of the new year. It's annoying how sometimes this shit just takes time to work itself out. But that's just how it is sometimes. Kelsey, does this Libra have any intention of apologizing or reconciling? Okay, let's see. Do you need help? You need help? What are you trying to do? You want to go under? There you go. Go ahead, get under. All right, good boy. All right, will the Libra be apologizing? Yeah. He's gonna apologize. It's gonna take him a minute to swallow his pride, but he's going to. um, ABC is the Libra reaching out soon. Okay. Could be between 2 days and 2 weeks. You should be hearing from the Libra. Wallflower, who's coming towards me with romantic feelings? Okay. Got an air sign here coming in out of the blue, a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra with an offering of love towards the beginning of the year. And it's going to like put you in a whole different place, give you something to celebrate and propel your life forward quickly. The Hangman's in reverse. So things move forward fast. Cade, will Zan be coming back from Colorado soon? Okay. Will Zan be returning soon? Yep. The Jack could be the month of November. If not, I'm going to say probably not until the spring, but then but then they're back. It also could be, there could be an 11 around it, December 11th, January 11th, in 11 days. The month of November, maybe for Thanksgiving. Baby Fantasia, can you tell me about the person I'm thinking about at the moment? All right, let's see. This person may be recently getting over a betrayal of some type. They're in hot pursuit, which means, to me, this person is looking to put this in the past and move forward. They're not looking to cry about it. They're not looking to feel sorry for themselves. They're moving forward quickly. Now you have a fire sign here, so I don't know if that's this person, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. If not, there's a fire sign coming in around you. It could also be you. This person is working hard on getting their life together, and they may have a creative project that they're working on with the Page of Cups. So it could be the kind of thing where they were really hurt and burdened in the past, and now they're like, they have taken the advice that so many of us hate when someone says, work on yourself. They're working on themselves. They are not looking back, and they are moving forward. So I think they're going to be in a pretty good place and interested in, you know, social activities and things like that. Oh, where am I? J Mac, how strong is Caitlin's attraction towards me? Okay, let's see. Oh, she's she's pretty attracted to you. Yeah, very much so. Good. Have a good time. Um, Miss Rosie 37 wants a love reading. Okay. There is a Leo coming in here, or somebody with a really strong personality. Could be a Leo rising, somebody who's just like center stage, wants to be noticed. They come in out of the blue and they work really hard at trying to get your attention. You're going to come to a crossroads with this person, and this person's going to treat you really well. Now, you know, with the Empress, be careful if you don't want children, because it is the card of the birth or the conception of a child. But it's also, if there are no children happening for you, it also could be that this person treats you like you're a goddess. So it looks like this person's going to come in and they're going to be, it reminds me of, and I know two people like this, that are just over the top with, like, you can't even be like in a bad mood near them. One guy comes to my yoga classes and he's like a big guy and he's a fireman. And he comes in and he's like so happy all the time, always has something nice to say. He actually is a Leo. We've had this conversation. Like, he comes in and he's like, namaste, how's everyone doing? That's what this guy reminds me of. Like, just one of those people that, like, when he shows up, you're like, look who's here. Marth, what are the Leo's thoughts when he sees me? Okay, let's see. There's an offer in front of him he's not seeing. I don't know that he gets it. I don't know if he realizes that you're into him. Use your intuition. He also feels like sometimes he doesn't know what to say. Or like the cat got his tongue. Like his nerves get the best of him when you're around him. I don't know what that's about or if you've noticed it, but he kind of gets a little self-conscious. Emma, Tim and I are only acquaintances. I don't know how he perceives me. I tried my best to drop hints. I recently sent him a gift. Has the gift given him perspective? Okay, let's see. I don't think he knows what to make of it. I'm not sure that he gets it yet. You might have to do something else to let him know how you're feeling, or you may have to reach out to him first. I'm not sure that the gift did it. Let him know exactly that you're interested or whatever. You may have to do something else. I don't know, maybe get a group of people together to go out, or drinks after work or something like that, to get him outside of the work environment. Sweet thing. I don't see the question yet. So I will answer for Casper while I wait. Does the Aries think he is bi? Okay, let's see. I think so. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think that coming up too, they may be pursuing something or experimenting a little bit, because the hangman here is in reverse, which would indicate that they may be trying things out a little bit. Sweet thing, I still don't see the question, so I will answer for Lily Lee. What actions will he take towards me? Okay. All right, looks like the first thing that's going to happen is communication picks up. So I don't know if you text each other or you talk on the phone, but communication picks up. And then it looks like he actively starts to pursue you. So he may ask you to go out, or he may ask you to hang out somewhere or meet him somewhere, and you come to a crossroads here. You got the Magician on your side, so focus on what you want because you're going to get it. You'll get it. Did I miss Sweet Things question? If anyone sees it, can you let me know? Emma, is Tim interested in me? And how would he react if he knew I was interested in him? Okay. Well, I think that he has definitely thought about it. I think that he gets a little bit nervous. There's a big age difference between the two of you? I think he gets a little bit nervous about moving forward and he's not sure if it's the right thing to do. He's thought about it, and I think he might be a little bit surprised to find out how you feel. I think that he thinks that I like I don't know, I don't think that he would think that you would seriously be into him. I don't know why, but that's what it comes up. Like he would be really flattered to know that you were interested in him. Um, Mariana, what is causing R to not have me around his family? Okay. I think it has more to do with his family than it does you. I think that he's not ready at this point. Like there may be messy family shit that's happening and he's not ready to show that side to you just yet. I think that you just need to be a little bit patient because I think it's coming. I think that you may get there sooner than later, but it could be the kind of thing where, not that I don't want to say he's embarrassed, it's not an embarrassing thing, but it could be that there's like some family dynamics or some drama around the family that he's not ready to bring you into. It's not like he doesn't want them to meet you, it's more of like he's concerned about what you would think. But you're going to be around them coming up, so don't worry about it. Oh, excuse me, AJ. Messages from ancestors. Okay, let's go to the spirit cards for that. Seven of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Seven of Air. Plans that need more revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. The Nine of Earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So I think that if you're thinking about starting a business or you've recently started a business, I think that you've planted the seeds and I think that they're standing behind you, wanting you to continue with this. Or it could be a school thing if you're not there yet with a business, but you're going to be very successful coming up. And I think that they want you to know that the timing may not be there right now, but not to give up on it. Ancestors. What's cool about it is that we have, like, the ancestors go back so far that you never know what the messages are going to be when they come in, or who's like, I'm not a medium, so I can't tell you, grandma or grandpa or anything like that. I can just tell you what cards have come out. But it's always interesting to me when we deal with the spirit world. Shay C, when is a new job coming? Okay, let's have a look. Six days, 6 weeks, 6 months, the month of June, or next summer. 6 days, 6 weeks. I think June. I don't think you have to wait until the summer, like August. But I think that between now and June, you may be good, searching for what you want to do. You may not, you could even change jobs, but not lock into something that you really, really want or find the right fit until June. Seems like there's a little bit of time or a little bit of distance. Marth, what are the Aries thoughts when he sees me? Did anybody see that question from Sweet Thang? Because she definitely sent in a super chat, but I didn't see a question. Let me know if you see it. I'm going to do the one here about this Aries. This Aries is really attracted to you. It's like serious attraction. And they feel like they're coming in with an offering of love. So, yeah. They're very attracted to you. Cade, does Gabriel want to be in a committed romantic relationship with me? Okay. They do, and they're also either, when they step forward, they're either going to come in very well balanced, or when you guys get together, balance comes to both of your lives. It shows a lot of balance around this. Sarah, does Mark have romantic feelings for me? And if so, when will he proceed in telling me about them? Okay. Let's see. He does. He's not ready to voice his opinion yet. He's holding himself back. I think you might have to wait a little while, like maybe the turn of the new year. It's going to be a minute. He's not ready to deal with it yet. He's got a little bit of fear. He's holding himself back right now. Emma, I've heard quite a bit from other people from work, but not from Tim. Does he still have my number? And will I ever hear from him? Okay, let's see. You should be hearing from him soon. Next couple of weeks, Hangman is in reverse, which means it should move forward quick. You should hear from him soon. I think he still has your number. Craig, is Edna sleeping around with multiple men? Okay. No. At the very most, she may be hooked up with one. It's actually showing right now that she's feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders, and no, she's not sleeping around with multiple people. There may have been one person in her recent past, but I don't think I mean, it was nothing. AJ, a reading regarding me and Marvin. Okay. What's going on here with Marvin? All right, Marvin is worried. All right, I don't know what your relationship is, but there's something about this situation that upsets him. He's worried. He feels like the two of you could be built on solid ground if you were to get together. Even if you're just friends, he still feels that there's stability here and that he feels good about that. The devil is here, which means he may be really attracted to you and you're going to get your wish. So it depends on what you want out of this relationship or this situation because you can have it. The world is here too, which means there could be, you could be taking a leap of faith, or you may be feeling like it's your opportunity to move forward. The ball is going to be in your court with this person. He is worried about something. I don't know if maybe he feels like he's never shot with you, or he feels like you're too good for him. And he feels very weighed down and like he's holding himself back and feeling not good enough. But then it looks like he does move forward coming up in the near future. So he might get out of his own way. Like I said, I don't know what your relationship is. If you guys are just friends, he could have like a wicked crush on you and he may feel like he's not good enough for you or you would never be into him that way. Lauren, does Jim want me back? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you got two aces, which would be a 70% chance. But the Four of Wands is the happy home. So either he's looking for the happy home, it could also be the engagement card, but it's like either it also, like at the very least, could be the two of you hanging out a lot at one person's house, like spending a lot of time at home watching movies, stuff like that. But it's definitely thinking about being in a home situation or a domestic type of relationship. Emma, I've been hearing from other work folk that will it definitely be from Tim? And what will he say? Okay. I think you're going to hear from him. I can't tell you exactly what he's going to say, but I think he's going to be checking in to see how you're doing. Um, just opening the door to like everyday conversation. How are things going? Did you start a new job? That kind of stuff. I do think you're going to hear from him. Cade, will my mom be getting a job soon? And if so, when? Okay. She's going to be getting a job soon. Let's see when. 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, the month of August, or before the end of the fall with the spades. She could get something before the end of the fall. Even if she just gets something and she just takes it to get through to the end of the year and then goes and looks for another job, I think something's coming up before the end of the fall. And it could be just to make it through the holidays and the end of the year, and then she goes looking for something better. But there's something coming in quickly. Marth, is the Leo attracted to me? Okay. Yes, definitely. Rochelle, what does 2020 have in store for my love life? Okay. A cause for celebration, many opportunities and choices. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, leaving in the past behind what no longer serves you, and moving into territory where you feel much more successful and appreciated. You have an earth sign here who comes in with a good deal of money, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. You may be worried about them being legit when you first meet them. You also have a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So that could be what your choices are. Now, if you're already with somebody and they're of these signs, you can move forward with that person. If you're not with anyone, these would be the signs that are coming in. I think that the earth signs got some money. I think that the fire sign may pursue you super hard. There's also an Aries here. And if it's not an Aries, it's somebody with a really strong personality that doesn't like to take no for an answer. So I think that at least in the first couple of months of 2020, you're going to have some opportunities and some choices, which is good. You don't have to commit to anybody. You could just kind of, excuse me, test the waters and see what's going on out there. Oh, here, let me answer this one for Sweet Thing, because I saw that she sent the super chat before. Do you see any more kids for me and Kenneth? Okay, let's see. Yeah. 6, 7, 8. Yes, you got two aces here, which is a 70% chance. So yeah, I do think that there are more children. If you want them, the opportunity is here. Definitely. Let me go back up. Casper. Reading on me and the Taurus. Okay. Okay, so here's the Taurus. There may be a decision that one of you has to make around this relationship. You have the Magician, okay? So you can manifest this into anything you want. One of you, there's an offer in front of you that you're just not seeing. So he may not understand exactly how much you feel for him, or vice versa. Somebody here is out in the cold, clueless. However, coming up in the near future, you have the Empress. The Empress is all things that deal with the planet Venus. Love, money, abundance, fertility. So be careful if you don't want children, because it could be the birth or the conception of a child. But I think that coming up, the Taurus may not know how you feel, or they may not know the depth of your feelings. So they may be a little clueless. But I think you're going to straighten this all out over the next couple of weeks, and things are going to move forward. And with the Empress, pretty well. Pretty smooth. Christy, Will my papa be able to walk again? And if so, when? Okay. All right. When it comes to medical questions, I'm always reluctant to answer them because I'm not a doctor, but I can just kind of give you, tell you what the cards say. According to the cards, yes. According to the cards, yes. Let me pull timing. But I can't swear to it because, like I said, I am not a doctor, but it could take some time. Maybe not until the spring. I don't know, was this like a stroke or something like that? Could take some rehab. Emma. We don't know each other well. I always seemed forward and he was closed off to me. How do I make him feel energetically? And how does he feel about me? Okay. Well, the situation was different when you used to work together. Now that you don't work together, you may find that he's acts a little bit different. Yeah, see, now that you're not working together, he feels like there could be a stable relationship here, and you may be feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. He doesn't feel like he's got to be as on guard because there's no like job at risk here. So you may find him to be a different kind of person outside of work now that you no longer work together. I would try to get some of the old coworkers out in public just to kind of get the ball rolling and see what you get there, because I think you're going to find him to be a lot less closed off now that he's not working with you. See, I think that the working together thing was a huge issue for him. Um, Sweet thing, I see the super chats, but I don't see any questions. Send in the questions so I can answer them. Lady Novain, what would marriage be like between he and I? Okay. There would be some money around you. I think that he would be a little bit controlling, but there would be happiness here and your life would definitely move forward fast. There's a lot of strength here, but I do think that he would want to have the upper hand, and it could be because he has a lot of money or he has some money. I don't think it would be bad though. AJ, reading about me and Quincy. Somebody here is not seeing an offering in front of them. So I don't know. Somebody's got a crush on someone else. The other person isn't seeing it. There's also a third party around. So I don't know what your relationship is, but let's just say, for example, he has a crush on you. You may be involved with somebody else, and there could be a love triangle here, or vice versa. If you have a crush on him, he could be involved with somebody else, and the love triangle can form. It doesn't look like anything with you guys would be moving forward because the hangman is here. So if he is somebody that you want to pursue, I think it's going to take time. I think that he may be involved with somebody else. Mary Elena. Tarot reader said my hubby isn't coming back. Why? Okay, well, when it comes to like, I did a video on this not that long ago about, if you go to different readers, and if you have any interest, it's on my channel somewhere. Sometimes when we deal with the spirit world, it can be really difficult. It can also be really difficult to focus in on timing. So there could be moments in time like how do I explain it? Like people waffle back and forth, right? Like there can be some days where like how many times have I said, I use this, my poor friend, I have a friend who's a jerk. He's just a jerk. And I know he's a jerk, but you got two choices: accept him for what he is or don't deal with him. So I accept him for being a jerk. But there are so many times where I say to myself, I am not fucking talking to him ever again. He owes me $100 from years ago, and I lent it to him with the idea in my head that I would never get it back. But at one point, I really needed it, and I called him and asked him for it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll bring it to you today." And then, of course, not only did he never bring it to me, but he never even responded to my text messages or my phone calls when I was trying to get in touch with him. Asshole. But in that moment, if somebody was reading me in that moment, they could pick up, she's never going to talk to you again. But, my anger dissipates and I get over it and I realize he's just an asshole and that's how he is and I forget about it. So sometimes it's the moment in time that you're looking at. And I used to go through this a lot with my friend. One of my friends, we used to go to the same lady all the time that did our cards, and we would say, like, we went a lot and we went to her, like, we used to go pretty much every other week. And like you could go in on Friday and like she could say something like, you're going to be taking a trip with him coming up. And then you go back the following week and you're like, we just had a big fight and we're not speaking. And what she would say to me is, you can't always read every mountain and valley in between. So what she would say to me is, if I see you taking this trip, you're taking the trip. What happens between now and then, whether there's fighting and not speaking and I hate your guts and that kind of stuff, sometimes we don't see everything that happens in between. So this person could have been reading what was going on in the moment. They could have been reading that he really pissed off at that second. It's not, I'm not saying that the cards are wrong, but we're dealing with, and I hate to say this, a lot of us who have been chronic tarot card people. Like, I would be there like every other week, and it's like, how much is going to change in 2 weeks? But sometimes shit does change in 2 weeks. Do you know what I mean? And then there's also, it could be if you don't have a good connection with this person, not everybody is connected. And the woman that I go to, her and I have a bizarre connection. Not everyone feels that way about her. But when it comes to me, like, she can predict things for me. I mean, she's pulled out names of people that my father dated 20 years ago. Like, I only met that woman a handful of times. So how would she know that my father dated her? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, some people have better connections than others. So my thinking is, if one person told you that he's coming back or that you're going to be together, and one person told you you weren't, the person that told you that you weren't, it could be that it's because it's not going to happen right away. It could be it's going to take some time, or it could be that right now you're not together. And it's like, what happens if you and him don't get back together until next June? Well, between now and next June, yeah, he ain't coming back, but he comes back next June. So then you are together. Do you know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of room for interpretation here. But I think at the end of the day, if somebody answers you positively, I would go with that, because that seems to be like, if it's there, it's there. When something's not there, then you don't see it at all. Do you know what I mean? If somebody saw it, it should show up at some point. I hope that makes sense. And if you have any, if you wanted to watch that video, it's on my channel. I did it not that long ago, about people that go to different tarot readers and they get different answers, or things change. I forgot what the name of it is. And I did it like last week or the week before, so it's pretty recent. Maria, is Julia going to end up at the hospital? Okay. All right, let's see. Right now, I'm only showing a 33% chance. So I don't know why you asked that question, like if she's got a chronic illness or she's got some reason where she finds herself in and out of the hospital on occasion. If so, 33% chance she ends up in the hospital, which could mean either not now, no, the timing is not there for it, or she's just got to watch herself because she's borderline. Um, Mars, an update on how Lars is feeling towards me. Okay. How's Lars feeling right now? Lars is feeling very stuck. He feels like things are not moving forward for him and that he has no luck. I don't know what happened, but the Emperor is in reverse, which would mean he isn't coming forward and he feels like he has a decision to make. I don't know what happened between you and him, but he feels like, or maybe it might not even have anything to do with you. It just could be his whole life is sort of kind of crumbling and he feels like he can't catch a break right now. Martha, why does the Gemini feel like he has to hold back? Okay. Okay, so it looks here like, well, he's showing up, all right? He's coming in with an offering of love. But it looks like he knows that when he shows up, he better mean business and he better not be screwing around. And he's not ready to take that leap just yet. He will, but just not yet. You got happiness surrounding this situation. And the Three of Pentacles right now is in reverse, which means he's feeling a little bit unstable or unsure of himself. So he's not ready to come forward because he feels like when he does, he's got to mean business. And he's not so sure that he can live up to that right now. Still standing. Has this guy been thinking about reaching out to me? Okay, let's see. Yeah, you could be hearing from him pretty soon. Mary Elena, is my husband a narcissist? All right, let's see. Yeah, he is. Yeah, 3 aces, you big time. Big time. He's got a lot of narcissistic, can't even say it, behavior. Nana, why do I have strong feelings towards a Leo when I've never felt like this for other people? I can't explain why. Okay, let's ask the cards. Well, you have a soulmate connection here with him that brings you great happiness. And you may not have had such a connection like this with anybody before, but there's something fated here that's going to happen. So just hang in there. Like sometimes, it's funny the way fate works. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. You just find yourself by divine timing at the right place at the right time and things just happen. Coco, does Kay fantasize about me sexually and romantically? Okay, let's have a look. Yes, a lot. Definitely. All the time. That's good. I feel like when it comes to women, they do more fantasizing than men do. I could be wrong, but just in all the readings that I've done, it seems like the women do that more. AJ. connection between me and Adebayo. All right. What's the connection? All right, this person comes in out of the blue. If you have not seen or heard from them, they're going to be coming in. They right now feel like they're waiting for their ship to come in and they're feeling a lot of burden. I don't know if something happened to them and they're feeling like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. They also have some strength coming in and there's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. So I don't know what your situation is, but this person is very attracted to you. I mean, even if you guys are just friends, sometimes it's like the attraction of like, it doesn't always have to be a sexual thing. It could just be like there's an attraction to each other, like on a soul connection that moves your relationship forward. Even if you're just friends, it could be more. I'm not saying it's not, but I don't know what the situation is between the two of you. But there's a definite connection here that's going to be moving forward coming up. Still standing. Ashley the Aries, do I have any crushes or admirers? Okay. Anybody here have a crush on Aries? The Aries, who's coming forward? An earth sign and you have a water sign. A Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. And then you also have a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. It looks like the Pisces is leaving something in the past, moving forward towards you, and they feel like they're very made it to the top of the mountain. They got over the hard part of their life and they're heading into like greener pastures. So I think that when you meet the water sign, they're going to be telling you about this rough past that they have and that now they're in a better place. And then they may tell you about how they had their heart broken. I think that you may have a stronger connection to the water sign than the earth sign, but they're both going to be showing up here. Mary Elena, why does my hubby not want a divorce? Yet he says he doesn't want a divorce yet. Okay, let's see. No, he doesn't want a divorce. Not right now. He feels like the relationship that you have with him is built on solid ground. And then there's also some balance with him when it comes to money and work. And it looks like there's happiness coming back into this relationship. So I don't know if you guys are separated or temporarily separated or there's some kind of nonsense going on. But I think that you're going to work it out. I know that he comes up with a very narcissistic behavior. I would suggest some sort of therapy just because so that the both of you can understand each other a little bit better. But the 10 of Cups indicates happiness. So I don't think he's looking for a divorce. I do think that he's selfish and he would be the kind of person that would want to have his cake and eat it too. But I don't think that that's going to be the case moving forward. He may get a little bit freaked out by the idea of really losing you for good, where he may have always felt in the past like you would be there waiting. Something's going to change around the situation coming up in the near future. Christy, do you see my kids' YouTube channel supporting financially anytime soon? Okay, let's see. Is there success with the YouTube channel coming in anytime soon? There's success, but it looks like it may be a little bit far off. It could take some time. I'm not seeing immediate success, but I would keep working, have them keep working on it because it's going to be successful. It just may take some time. Okay. go back up to the top. Oh, I did all these. Darinka, when will Milo's text me? Okay. And then I gotta get going because I gotta eat dinner. Oh, thank you. I know it's going by fast. January 15th. All right. So what was the question was about timing. When will he text me? Okay, so the king would be the number 13, or the clubs would be the summer. You don't have to wait that long unless you happen to live in the southern hemisphere and you're moving into summer. I'm going to say there's a 13 around it. It could happen on, today's the 13th. It could happen on December 13th in 13 days or in 13 weeks, but I think it's coming in soon. I think you're going to hear from him sooner rather than later. Okay, Mary Elena. What does my husband think about our recent intimacy? Okay, let's see. Soulmate connection that made him very happy and gave him something to celebrate. He definitely enjoyed it. Good for you. Good for you. All right, let me go back up. Oh my God, I lost my spot. Oh my goodness. Mysteriously kind. Will 2020 be a big year for me? Okay, let's see. Yeah. Yes, and you are urged to use your intuition. You're going to have like a huge breakthrough when it comes to your intuition in 2020. Brandy, will I become a registered nurse? And when I become one, will I be working in that field? Okay, let's see. I think that you're going to be a nurse. Yeah, I think you're going to be a nurse. I think it's kind of like your soul's calling here. Amy, how does NA currently feel about me? Okay, let's see. Like the relationship between you and this person is going to transform. There's a soulmate connection. But one of the two of you is not going to deal with any shit. So I have no idea what kind of a relationship you have with this person. If you guys are just friends and one person screwed the other over, the person that got screwed over ain't taking it anymore. If you this is a love relationship, same thing. But it does look like it's a soulmate connection and that it does move forward. One person here is going to be feeling really bad about something that they did in the past, and they're going to be looking for forgiveness. And there's also an offering in front of you that you may not be seeing. So it could be that The offering could have nothing to do with this person. It just could be something else that's coming in. But I think that the relationship that you're having with this person, no matter what kind of relationship it is, if there was something that happened in the past, one person screwed over the other, the person that got screwed ain't taking it anymore. But the relationship is going to move forward and transform. So there's much more to come from this situation. Mary Elena, will my hubby come back to live at home before 2020? Okay, let's see. There's a very good chance. You got a 70% chance with two aces, and then you also have balance coming back to your life. So there's a very good chance that, yeah. Lady No Vain. How's he feeling about me? He's being mean. Okay. Okay, well, he's not going to be being mean for very long. He's going through some kind of nonsense. He's going to be working hard on the relationship. You guys come to a crossroads. There's a lot of passion here. He leaves behind in the past bullshit that doesn't work for him and comes in with an offering of love. So whatever is going on, this is just like a moment in time. Maybe a little sticky for him. I would ignore it. Don't make a big deal out of it. Remember, you don't want to make a big deal out of anything that you don't want more of. Okay, so if he comes in and he showers you with flowers and candies and fancy dinners, you make a big deal of that. Don't make a big deal of stuff that we don't want more of. AJ, a reading about me and Darnell. Okay. Darnell may have a little crush on you here, but it doesn't look like the relationship goes anywhere. Not at this point in time. Um, not prepared. Somebody's not prepared, or one person's not into the other. I think he may have a crush on you, though. I don't necessarily think you have one on him. And he may get a little defensive if he feels like his emotions are on the line and you don't give him what he wants. He may get a little nasty, but it'll pass. I do think he may have a little crush on you. All right. Let me go back up to the top here. 22Q. A famous YouTuber reached out to me and said that he wants me to meet. And I'm a huge fan of him. Damn, it just disappeared. Hang on. And I've been and I'm a huge fan of him, and I've been feeling the surprise. Will it happen soon? Okay, let's see. I think it's going to happen. I'm not so sure it's going to happen so soon. It might take a little while. It might take a good couple of weeks or maybe even a couple of months, but I think you are going to end up meeting this person. Lila Lee. Are the sudden feelings... Oh, wait a minute. I already got that one. Where the hell am I? Oh, I did AJ. Okay. Mary Elena. The connection in the future between me and Francisco. Okay. All right, I don't know who Francisco is. Oh, my phone's gonna die. But it looks like this person is gonna be very headstrong and want to be with you. and it looks like they're not going to be successful. You may entertain them for a while, or you may be nice to them, but I don't really think that the relationship with this person is going to move forward because you got the Hanged Man here. So, and the star is in reverse, which would indicate to me that they don't get their wish. So like I said, I don't know who this person is in relationship to you, but it looks like they're going to want you more than you're going to want them. You may entertain it for a while, but you may at the end of the day decide to leave it. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who this person is to you. But that's what the cards are suggesting as of right now. Marth. How would the Leo and I be as a couple? I think that you would be okay as a couple. I think that the relationship would be pretty well balanced. I think that it may not be so strong in the beginning, and it might take work to get the two of you on stable ground. A strength is in reverse here, and so is the Nine of Wands, which would mean that I don't know if one person would have a trust issue or the relationship would take a little bit of work. Let's just put it that way. It would be okay. It doesn't show a ton of love here, so it might be the kind of thing where the relationship in your head is better before it happens, and they may be somewhat of a letdown, so you may have to work a little bit harder at the relationship when you get into it. All right. I am going to go because my phone is about to die, and I don't want it to die on anybody's readings. But I'm going to be on tomorrow morning, New York time, probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Because I have to, Thursday is my busy day. I have to do it in between classes, otherwise I won't have time. So I will see you guys then. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I will see you tomorrow. Wait a minute. AJ, did you send in another one? Because my phone here is going to die. I can't, I can't wait too long. I did the one about Darnell. Okay, ask me tomorrow morning. Probably about 8 o'clock in the morning, New York time. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.